I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home.
Hello everyone, come on into the yurt. It is finally presentable for you all. We have worked so hard to make this place what it is, and now it is your turn to get a view of what we have done and all the finishing touches that we put in place to make this our home. Over here we have our entertainment center. I built these shelves out of some of the wood that we had harvested from the land. I found these fun little knickknacks in one of the vintage stores in Floyd and put some plants in them. And put the TV up, which we don't use too often, but when we do, it's nice to have a little entertainment. Little seating area, little recliner that you can lay next to the stove and get nice and warm and toasty. This is the tiling we put down. We do need to put a little bit of edging still. That's one of the things that we have left to do, but we'll get to it in time. It's not a huge rush. But we did the mantle, and you could see these stones that Chuck put into place, and we did a video on that. And they're holding up so far. Nothing has fallen out, so we're pretty pleased with how it looks. And then we have our wood storage over here. I built a little storage thing and then also bought a metal one so that we have plenty of wood. We don't have to traipse it in and get the floor dirty every time we need wood. We've got it here, and then every so often we just restock it. So it's perfect for staying nice and toasty. So we have the seating area here, which is a very cozy spot to sit by the fire and warm ourselves up as well. And then we have this awesome cowhide that Chuck bought me for my birthday. We found it on the way back from Atlanta, and we absolutely love it. And this will actually probably go in the cabin on the floor for a rug in the living room. But for now, we have it hanging here so that we can enjoy it. So let's go on over to the other side. Over here is our dining area. And this is a table that Chuck had built a few years back from some wood that we found at a reclaimed place. And it works perfectly in the yurt. We're very excited that it's like he built it just for this purpose without us even knowing that one day we would be living in a yurt. And then over to the side, we have some storage shelves for extra water. We have our spring box and it's awesome, but we still do not have it drinkable at this moment. So we still have to stock up on water so that once we are able to drink from the tap, then we won't worry about having to have some extra water on hand. This is a shelf that Chuck and I built together a while back for Bree, and we're excited that we get to use it here in the yurt as well. And then over here is another shelf that I built from the wood from the land. And you guys are going to be let known on a little secret. We actually have a mini split heater. So when Chuck's mom came into town, we knew that the wood stove was not going to be enough to keep her nice and toasty. She likes it very warm. And the truth of the matter is that Chuck was having to get up in the middle of the night to keep putting wood into the fire so that we would not freeze. And we decided that it would just be easier to put something in for right now, just to keep us nice and toasty on a consistent basis. And it made life for Helen absolutely wonderful. She was so cozy in here. So when people ask, how are you doing? Are you staying warm in the yurt? And I answer, well, we're doing really good. We're nice and cozy. This is part of the reason. So we're kind of cheating a little bit, but hey, what can we do? So that's that. Let's turn this way. We have the refrigerator. This is a refrigerator we had in Raleigh in our garage, and we just brought it up because it's perfect for the yurt, for the use that we're having here. And then this shelving here is a lot of extra storage for the vitamins and other stuff, as you can see. This came from my mom's mountain house in Hendersonville, North Carolina, and she wasn't putting it to use. So we kind of snagged it up and are using it here. And it's our kind of our coffee, obviously microwaved little table. So then the kitchen. And if you saw our previous videos, you know that we, this was kind of our first attempt at ever building anything like this. And it was a pretty interesting endeavor, and we think it turned out pretty well. We're very excited about it. We have storage underneath for the pots and pans, and then tucked away under here, instead of doing drawers, we just did curtains and storage for different odds and ends, and then little baskets to hold like the can openers and things like that. So we pull those out. And then under this side is all the cleaning supplies, garbage bags, dish rack, all that. And then on top here, I have a little gas range. I am planning on building kind of a wood framing around it, just so it's a little bit more solid in place. But we wanted something that could be movable. We didn't want to cut into the shelves themselves, just because we really liked the shelving. And if we ever did decide to take this out and put an actual oven in here, we could do that pretty easily and just remove this thing. And then I have my little oven up top with my shelf and spices, and then the storage for all the plates and utensils is all up here on these awesome shelves that we put together. I love this wood. It keeps on giving. It's just never ending beauty. And the silverware, and then our cups. And when Skunk, likes to visit, she has a tendency to hang out up here and will knock things down, which is not a good thing. So, but I love how this kitchen turned out. And then we have a huge sink for doing dishes, because we have no dishwasher. And then just a nice little island here, which typically collects a bunch of stuff. So it's usually covered in stuff. And then under here is our food pantry. So it's obviously pretty small, but we have a snack bin, and then all the cereals and nuts and bread and all that kind of stuff is under there, and the cooking flour and everything. So it's small, but it definitely does the trick. And obviously the other shelving over there does some of the storage for food as well. So this is our awesome downstairs. And the next part of the tour, we will be heading into, or I'll be heading into the bedroom, the main first floor bedroom, which is Chuck and I's, and then the bathroom. And then I'm gonna head upstairs to show Bree's loft, where she spends a good amount of her time. So from the living room, we're gonna go into the master bedroom. We decided to hang curtains instead of putting in doors. And the main reason for that is because we're not very good at building doors. So we opted to have kind of a more airy, open feel by having the curtains. And here is the master bedroom. This is the bed that we made from the scrap wood that we had on the property, and we absolutely love it. And over in this little area is my section of the room. Chuck uses it also for work as well, but I had built a desk here so that I can get some work done on my computer, some shelves, nice little storage area for things. And then over here is where my weights are. So this is also my workout room. So I use this little space here to put my mat down and do all my exercise. And then I have my indoor cycle bike, which I use quite a bit. I used to teach spinning at the YMCA in Raleigh and Pilates, and I really miss doing both. So I just do them on my own here in the room. I got a little workout mirror. You can see the ceiling is really nice. I'll have you take a little bit of a closer look at the bed. I know we showed it in another video, but we just love the way that this back area turned out. Very comfy, and this puppy will be staying in the yurt. It is extremely heavy and not easy to move. And then over here we have our closet space. I put up some curtains to hide the clothing. Let me go ahead and open them up. And you can see all the shelving that I built. Nice storage, along with the area for our shoes, and then a little hanging area there. And then I built some coat hanger for coats and some hooks for all of Chuck's hats. We absolutely love this space. It's a perfect spot to get cozy in at the end of the night. Also, this little storage bin I have for all of our sheets. It's a perfect little end of the bed storage spot. I also want to show you this chair that I had found at a antique store in downtown Floyd, and I stripped it down, took all the varnish off, and repainted it so that it would match the carpeting, and I absolutely love it. Take the pillow off so you can see. It's a very unique chair. I thought that was a pretty cool chair. It was only 20 bucks. Gabe loves it, Bree does not. But I'm going to paint it a really cool color and just use it also at a desk that I'm going to be making out of a sewing machine base that Chuck and I had found in Pittsburgh. So I think it'll be pretty unique. Got it stripped down, ready for painting. Bree is on the task of painting the chair. She'd rather do this than help with splitting the wood, which I really don't blame her. And then directly across from the bedroom is the bathroom. And this privacy curtain definitely doesn't afford you a lot of privacy, but we have a rule. If it's closed, you knock on the door. And there's also a little screen that you can put up, and I'll show you that in a second. But we walk in, this is the countertops that we built from the lumber on our land, as well as the shelving. Lots of storage in baskets. And then Chuck wanted some warmth on the walls for those cold mornings. So he opted to put our reindeer pelt up onto the wall. And then my mom was very sweet and purchased an Icelandic sheep rug for us, which keeps our feet nice and toasty. Here is the window and the mirror, and then this is the screen that you can use either to put in front of the window if you need some privacy, or in front of the door if you need extra privacy as well. If you're worried that somebody's going to walk in while you're showering or changing, you can just set it right in front of that door. We've got storage for our towels, and then our small shower. I originally opted for the small shower because I was planning on putting, the way the design was, there was going to be a stackable washer and dryer, and we opted not to have that, and we had already bought the shower. So that's why we stuck with a small shower, and also why we have lots of space in this bathroom. I love it. I absolutely love this bathroom. It turned out really, really well. So now I am going to head up into the loft. Climbing this ladder can be a little bit sketchy, but Bree is a master of it because she does it all the time. So as you can see, there is a ton of floor space, but not a lot of headspace. So over here, we have an extra mattress for people who want to come stay, or if someone stays downstairs, we can come upstairs. And then there's some extra storage of blankets. And then this is Bree's computer desk. And we made this very recently. Chuck and I found this old sewing machine stand in Pittsburgh, and we bought it. And I took all the rust off, spray painted it, and then we took wood that we had. I believe it's some nice oak from Chuck's old farm. And we sanded it and joined it together, and it looks absolutely stunning. So this is here temporarily. Once we build the cabin, it will become my desk. And what I love about this desk is that while you're sitting there, you can play with the pedal and it moves still. So I'll hear Bree up here squeaking away sometimes. You can see the trees out of the dome. And then for Bree's clothing, she actually fits it all into this little cubby area here, which is great. And across the way, we have her bedroom, which you kind of have to scrunch down so you don't whack your head when you walk over to it. She has her mattress, nice little sitting area. That's a perfect spot for her.